all my creator friends. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to Saturday. Saturday and our live together. Come on in. I have something that's going to be a little bit of a mess, as you can see on my hands. It's a little bit of a mess because it's painting. Hello, Greg. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, friends. Come on in. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. We are having one here at the shop. And so just to get us started, few housekeeping items. If you see that red live box right up there in the corner, it means we're live. Hello, Miss Kay. Welcome, welcome. That means we're live. If you don't see that box, no worries. Just hit hashtag replay. That lets me know you're here and watching us. And so I'd love to be able to say hello to you. My name is Christy. I am the owner of Uncommon Necessities, and we're located here in the Town Square Mall in Port Orchard, Washington, 1700 Southeast Mile Hill Drive. Our shop hours are currently Thursday through Sunday, Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that's the housekeeping items. Hello, Miss Melissa. Hello, 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 Miss Kendra. Welcome, welcome, all my creator friends. If you guys will do me a big favor, share this video out, and then we can hopefully get some more friends to join us as well on Saturdays. So, and if you're not already following our page, make sure you like and follow our page. That way you'll get updates on notifications and things that are coming, things that are changing. So, pretty exciting times around here. So, welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you all joined me today. It's always more fun crafting with more friends and creating. So thank you for all of you popping on. I appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. To start us off, I have a little joke for us today. And I thought it was pretty funny, and it's kind of a Easter joke because it's an egg joke, which we're going to be working on eggs today. So I have a question for you all. How do you make an egg roll? How do you make an egg roll? Anybody know?
I know.
Anybody other than my lovely assistant husband? Because I already told him the joke. How do you make an egg roll? Any ideas, anybody? Anyone? Okay, here it is. If you don't know, how do you make an egg roll? You push it. Ha ha ha. That's my funny dad joke for today. Roll it downhill. I love it. I love it. Oh, I had to get it started off with a joke. All right, friends. I have got something I think kind of cute and fun, and something that you could probably use for multiple seasons in store for us today. All right, so let me get us started. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint some eggs. Not real eggs. Some fake eggs. So I got me some, let me show you the package that isn't opened. Some eggs at Walmart. And these are the kind that are plastic and you can dye them. And it even comes with the dye set and all of that. So it comes with everything to make your own eggs. Easter eggs, your dyed Easter eggs. And even in a cute little carton. Isn't that cute? So we're going to color these today. We're going to paint these. And then Miss Kay stopped by yesterday. And she was so sweet and gifted me a few of these nice wooden eggs that are already painted. And look how shiny they are. And I believe she got them off of Amazon. And so these are nice wooden painted eggs already. So there's not a lot you have to do to this if you want to leave it white. It's already good to go. But the other items, And I bet you guys could figure it out once I show you this one. The other items I'll be using is this cute little cage. Isn't this cute? So the top comes off. Let me take the tape off. Is everybody having a good Saturday? I hope so. It's still chilly. Still chilly out. Okay. So it's this cute little bird cage. And guess where I got it? I got it at Target. And it was in their dollar spot thing. And it was only $5. Isn't this the cutest little thing? Every day is good now. Isn't that the truth? I love being retired. Every day is good. So we're going to use that cute little bird cage. And then what we're going to use to do our eggs. So let me show you a couple of eggs I've already done. So these are the plastic eggs. And I painted them and speckled them. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. Then I used these nice wooden eggs. Because it already had a beautiful coat on it, I didn't even have to paint it white. And I decoupaged, I don't know if you can see it very well, but I decoupaged a little rabbit face on there. Isn't that adorable? So we're going to decoupage. Hi, Miss Linda. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So we're going to decoupage on some. And then I even did a transfer on one as well and put a little butterfly on it. So we're going to do a couple of those as well today. I'm going to use some green and some brown moss. And what I'd like to do that I thought would be awfully cute is that we'll make kind of like a little bird's nest right on top here. And then we'll layer our different eggs and they'll have different things on them. So they'll be cute. And then we'll put the little bird cage on top. And then we'll put a little shabby bow. Now, the reason I say you can use this for multiple seasons is I was talking with Miss Melissa, and she had such a great idea. You could use this for multiple seasons. So you could take your eggs and your Easter stuff, put it in a baggie, and then reuse your cage and make something different for summer, for fall, for Christmas, and just keep your items in little baggies or containers, and then you can just reuse your cage. Isn't that a great idea? Miss Melissa, it was such a great idea. But that way you can get multiple uses out of your little bird cage. All right, so cute. I know I can't wait to get started. Okay, so the colors of paint that I am going to use today is, I'm not sure why I had this one out, so we'll put that away. I'm going to use one of my all-time favorites, Dixie Belle Vintage Duck Egg. So that's one of my favorite colors. And let me show you that color up close. So it's kind of a greeny blue. And then we're going to use chocolate to make the freckles on the eggs. And it's just a yummy looking chocolate. And then I got a couple of different decoupage papers in. And so we're going to use, as you can see, that's where I took the bunny from. So we're going to use something off of this decoupage paper today to do an egg. And then my new favorite transfer right now is the Melot's Pages from Iron Orchid Design. And we're going to find something to use out of this to do Easter eggs. The other thing I used, because I did find this out, is these wooden eggs. The transfers didn't really want to stick to it, so all I did was use a gloss clear coat, put a layer of that down, and then my transfer stuck to it just like a champ. So Dixie Belle clear coat and gloss, I use that. You're going to want a small little container to put some chocolate color in, with a couple of drops of water to make your freckles. And then at the end, to make our shabby bow, I'll use some pieces of fabric and then some twine. All right. You did some today with that decoupage paper and they turned out so cute. I imagine they probably did because, man, this is such cute paper. Isn't it cute? That is awesome, Miss Kay. And to me, these could sit out even all through summer. I mean, they're not terribly Easter. You could keep these out all through summer. Yay, Miss Kay. You'll have to share some pictures on the Crafters Corner. Creators Corner. Oh my goodness. Creators Corner page. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them. All right. Other tip I'll give you real fast is that I thought that I could get fancy and be able to put this on a little dowel rod so I could paint it. And this is where I say it gets a little messy because it doesn't allow you to poke a hole very nice in it. So what I ended up doing was just using my hand and holding the egg and painting as I was going along. So that's why it gets a little messy. All right. Yay, Miss Kay.
You just drop a hot glue? No.
Anyways, all right, my friends, let's get us started. Yay, Miss Kay. I'm so excited you're going to put those up there. I'd love to see them. And that goes for anybody else. If you're working on anything, have a project you'd like to share with this group, please feel free to put it on that Creators Corner page, and we would love to see what you're working on. It's always so fun to see what others are doing and how creative and get inspiration from each other. All right, let me get this keyboard out of the way and put the lid on my paint here that I've been using. Oh, see, yes, I painted half the egg and then dried it. That's a good way to do it, but I like things quick. I don't know if I have the patience to sit and wait for it to dry. That's my problem. If you could take this for me, that would be great. Oh, friends. The other thing I wanted to show you is I promised that I would show you the finished boots that we did last weekend. So let me share with you. Here is the yellow boot. You still had paint all over? Yeah. So here's the yellow boot. Let me get it up close so you can see the little frog. So all I decided to do was paint a little lighter color yellow here. And I put the black wax on the frog and wiped him off so you could see the detail. Oh, thanks, Miss Melissa. And then I just added some flowers, and I got these flowers from Walmart. Such great little tulips. So I don't know if you can see that. But you could use this to put a potted plant in. You could use it for a lot of things. But how cute did that boot turn out from that color? And I still haven't done the bottoms, but to this. And then let me show you the other one. So this is the little gecko guy or lizard guy. There he is up close. And so you can see all that beautiful detail once you get the wax on. And I did put the clear wax on first. I always say this, put the clear wax on first, then put your dark wax on so you can wipe back the dark wax easily to get to the finish you want. It's a little bit more challenging if you just put the dark wax on to be able to wipe it back. And then I added the brown wax all over so the boot kind of looks a little dirty. And there he is. Yes, I used buttercream. You are correct, Ms. Kay. I used buttercream on the soles and the top of the boot. And then this one is chocolate. I used chocolate on those. So aren't these adorable? Easy makeover redos. And now they can fit for your decor. It has your little flair in it. So easy peasy. So we'll put those aside. Those cute little boots. Now on this yellow boot, I put clear wax over the entire boot. And the only place I put the dark wax was on the frog. So the boot, the yellow boot still looks really nice and clean. And I just put it on the little froggy. But look at that amazing detail. That black and brown wax just brings out all the detail in these molds. So good. So good. Thanks, Miss Kendra. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, Kay. I will make sure I get that ordered for you then. A large lemonade. Yes, friends. Actually, you just reminded me.
Large meaning 16 or 8?
16. There is 10 colors of paint that are being retired from Dixie Belle chalk paint line. And I posted the 10 colors on that on my Facebook page. So you can go there and find the colors. If there's colors there that you want, and the reason it reminded me is because one of the colors is this lemonade color. It's just such a pretty yellow, pretty pastel yellow. If there are any colors there that you want to make sure you get a nice little stash of before they get retired, please let me know and I will get them ordered. So that way you can have them and have a stash. They'll be retired April 31st. So just give me a shout out. Just let me know and I'll get those for you. All right, my friends. Okay. Got that for you. All right, let's get this started. Okay. Let me ask my assistant if he'll put this one we have to pull the bar up and then turn the camera down. A little fun. Okay, down just a little bit more. Perfect. All right. Can everybody see okay? All right. So the first eggs that we're going to start with is going to be our Easter eggs from Walmart. And we're going to make probably 3 more of these blue speckled ones. And so these blue speckled ones, look how cool this kit is. It even comes with a die. And look at the price. My goodness, you can't beat that. We'll make 3 speckled blue ones. So I'm going to start with my vintage duck egg. Let me get this brush here. Okay. So we'll start by painting it vintage duck egg. And we have a fair coming up, a spring fair coming up in the Town Square Mall. So mark your calendars for that. And I believe it's going to be May 5th.
5th and 6th.
5th and 6th. 5th and 6th here in the Town Square Mall.
No. Yes. 6th and 7th.
Oh, sorry. Mark your calendars for May 6th and 7th instead. That's Saturday and Sunday. And there'll be lots and lots and lots of vendors. It's the same spring fair that we have every year put on by the Seroptimus group. And lots of great vendors. It's a good time. So if you want to come to a nice big craft show, come on that May 6th and 7th. Also, we have our night market for the Town Square Mall on April 15th, Saturday, April 15th. And it's going to be from 7 p.m. to midnight. There'll be live music and vendors and all sorts of fun. And we'll be open until midnight that day. So stop by and say hello. All right. So I'm just going to give this a quick coat of vintage duck egg. And this is, now you might find a little easier way to do this. I did think about putting glue on the bottom and sticking the stick on, but then I thought I wasn't sure if I was going to get it off these eggs because they're plastic and I was afraid it might melt it, all sorts of things. But you might find an easier way. Drying it halfway does sound easier, but I'm impatient, so I just do the whole thing and get messy. That's why I love this paint. It's water-based. It washes right off. And it actually dries pretty quick too. Very quick. So we'll just get these, and if I've got fingerprints anywhere, I'll go back and fix those once it's gotten dry. Okay, there's one. Whoops. Well, it would also help if I had clean paper down, but I didn't change my paper. Sorry, friends. Let me wipe this off a little bit. Okay. I'll put that one there. Let's get our next one. And these are really lightweight. They're pretty fabulous. I'd almost say grab a couple of packs because, I mean, who's to say you couldn't have eggs out for each holiday or anything like that? You could make some Thanksgiving ones. You can make some 4th of July ones. I mean, how fun would that be? And you could put them in your little cage. I think that'd be cool. Very unique and very different. Oh, I'm actually coming off camera because I'm pulling it too close to me. There we go. That's a little better. Did you guys like my joke? I'm full of dad jokes. All right. It was cute. Thank you, Kendra. That's my daughter. Even if you got a little chuckle. Okay. We'll let that one sit there. Paint this last one up real quick. I mean, there's so many options. You could paint these such beautiful colors. I mean, you could paint them pink. You don't know any jokes. I'm glad you do. Oh, I have another one. You want to hear another one? This also is kind of an Easter one because it's about carrots. So, what do you call an angry carrot? What do you call an angry carrot?
I know.
No, you don't get to. You don't get to. You can't cheat. I already told you. I promise this is my last one for today. What do you call an angry carrot? Okay, you ready, friends? Steamed veggie. That's my fun dad jokes for today. What do you call an angry carrot? A steamed veggie. I hear the ba-dum-bump when I do that. Okay, this one's already dry, so let me fix my little fingerprint issue here. But because we're going to put freckles on it, you're not going to even notice these. You like those? You like that joke, you guys? Thank you for laughing. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You're not going to even see any fingerprints. So even if you get fingerprints and you don't get them all off, we're going to put freckles on these. So let me just dry these up a little faster, these other ones. You won't even see them. Now, be careful not to get your heat tool too close to these because they are plastic, so imagine they would melt pretty easily. Okay. Let's put another little coat on this one. Now, because these are going to be sitting in the little cage, I'm not too worried about sealing them, but you can certainly seal these with either top coat or some wax if you want to make sure that they're good and sealed. You can just use a Dixie Belle clear wax or a top coat from Dixie Belle, and you can make sure they're good and sealed. Okay, I'll let that one sit there and dry. And then we'll fix the next one. Oops. Oh, and the farmer's market here in Port Orchard starting back up. Also on the same weekend as our night market, April 15th. So that's kind of exciting to have the farmer's market starting back up. Okay, let me dry these up real quick. They do roll a little bit. Okay. Oh, hot on my hands. Okay. So let me show you with the eggs I already did. So this one is really diluted a lot with the chocolate paint. So what that means is I had a couple of tablespoons of water, and I only put maybe half a teaspoon or so of the chocolate paint in that water. So if you can tell, it's really light and the freckles are just barely there, which is great. So if you like that look, just make sure you dilute your paint with more water than paint. Then I tried it where I diluted it pretty much equal parts paint and water, and I got a much darker look to the speckle. So it kind of just depends on what you like for the speckle on your eggs. So we have that. So in this little jar I have right here, I have basically what's equal to the same amount of water and paint. Let me just stir it up. And this is going to be our little speckle on our eggs. So you see how it's kind of a little bit, let me turn it, let's see. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's just a little bit on the drippy side. See that? I'm trying to show you how drippy it is. Okay. So just depends on how you want your, how dark or how light you want your little freckles on your egg. Now this is where it became very technical. Just kidding. Not really technical at all. This is where you get to have fun, because now you're going to splat paint. So all I did was make sure I got my paintbrush, and if you notice, my paintbrush is kind of wide. It's not a thin flat paintbrush. So it's, can you see it? Okay. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to hold a lot of thin paint in my brush. Okay. So you want to have a good deal of paint in your brush. You're just going to take your brush, hold it over your egg, and you're going to take another brush and use the handle and then just tap. Just tap. So you want to make sure you have your surface protected, but do note, oh, so I have a runny speckle. It's okay. We'll just kind of wipe it up a little bit. You won't even notice. You want to have your surface that you're going to be working on protected, but it is water-based paint, so you can wipe it up pretty easily. And you just turn and move your egg. Okay, so this is where I do have to wait and let it dry. So we'll get that dried up in a second here. Let me go on to the next one. So again, I'm getting my paint good and loaded with some paint. And then I'm just going to take it and tap. Tap my brush. And I'm tapping down here near the bottom, closest to the bristles. And we'll let that one sit. And then we'll take our next one. We'll do the same thing. Kind of load it up. And tap again. This is where you get to make your eggs look like however you want them to look. Okay, now I'm going to dry these up real quick. Oh. And then we'll do the other side. Just be careful that if you're going to hold it and use a heat tool. Oh, well, I got that one a little too warm. I created a bubble. I think my my duck is trying to get out of the egg in that one. That's okay. All good. I'll show you what happened. Okay. Because I held the heat there too long, my duck is trying to get out of the egg. It bubbled, but that's okay. Not all eggs are exactly the same. Some have different shapes, slightly. Mine do, apparently. Okay. We'll do the other side. Okay, let that dry. Whoop. Turn this one over. Put some more paint on there. So I'm not sure what color, what birds. Is it duck that has the blue eggs? And then who has the white speckled eggs? So you could do white speckled eggs.
Robins have blue eggs.
Robins have blue eggs. Okay. It's ducks that have, I think, have white, I think. I'm not sure. Robins? Yeah. I mean, how cute would this be with some white eggs or... Oops, I didn't get enough paint on there, apparently. Okay. Those are done. Let me try and dry them up a little bit more without making them bubble. Okay. We'll set those to the side, let them dry a little bit more, and we'll get busy on our other ones here. Okay. Stay. That would be nice. Okay. Let me wipe my hands. At least to make sure I don't have any wet paint on my fingers. Okay. Now, let me put some paper towels down to cover this. And because I have my white ones so close, I got a little splatter on them. So let me wipe them off real quick. Okay. So I thought it would be fun if we did let's do 3 transferred. Let's see, how many eggs do I have? Oh, wait. Yeah. Let's do 3. Yeah, let's do 3 transfer, or 2 transfers and 1 more decoupage. Because I already have 1 here that's got a decoupage, and I have 1 here that's got a transfer. So we'll do 2 more transfers and then 1 more decoupage. Okay. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside for decoupage. Let's do a transfer. So what I found on these wooden ones, and I have not tried it on the plastic one, but I imagine it would probably be the same or similar, is that the transfers don't want to stick to this shiny surface. Arcania chickens have bluish green blue and in between eggs. Huh. All right. Duck eggs are beigey. See, look at you guys. Wouldn't these be cute if you made some different colored eggs with the speckles? So duck eggs and robin eggs and Arcania chickens and chicken eggs. That is awesome. So I'm not going to put clear coat gloss on the entire thing. I'm just going to put it on an area that's going to be enough to put a transfer on. And the reason is this egg already has a very shiny coat. So this gloss coat actually blends in really well once it's dried. So it looks really good. But you can go back and put the gloss coat over the entire egg if you want. And I think, Kay, you said you got these off of Amazon. So you can get these nice wooden painted eggs off of Amazon. So I'm just drying this egg up real quick so it doesn't roll and end up with the sticky side down. All right. Let me put another little coat on this one. All right. That looks good. I'll kind of make sure I don't have any running areas. Okay. Okay. Woo! I think it's a little warm. Oh. And because I have paint all over my fingers, I got it on the bottom of this egg. Let's see if I can get it off. If not, no worries. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Look at me making a mess. Okay. I'm going to have to get some of that paint off my fingers. Hang on, folks. Paint sticking to the eggs. Can you guys see that okay? Does it look, can you see it okay? All right. Now let's take a look at these really quick. So these are the Melot's transfer page. And if you remember, the Melot's has fish, these beautiful salmon fish, It has mushrooms, beautiful flowers, some really gorgeous vegetables, some bugs, if you like bugs. I'm not a bug fan. Some more vegetables. Ironically, eggs. So you can put an egg on the egg. But I really liked the butterflies. So let's see if we can find some butterflies to put on these beautiful eggs. I think I really like this one here. I think that one is beautiful. So I'm just going to cut that out. Now, I have a little envelope that I keep like pieces like this that I'm not using today in, so I don't lose them. So keep all your scraps and all your little pieces. And I don't know, let's put, how about, oh gosh, it's so hard to choose. How about we put this little guy on one as well? Now, a lot of these pages have names above the items. And so you can either put the names and transfer them on. I think north, but I think it's too big. Yeah, these are really tiny. Actually, these eggs, whether they be the plastic or the wood ones, are about the size of a medium egg you would get in the grocery store. So they are quite, maybe a large. And it's pronounced, Kate says it's pronounced Erukanu. And yes, on Amazon. Oh my. Erukanu. Oh. No. Erukana? Oh. I'm getting it slowly. Okay. Now I got to find where I put that transfer, or where I put the, I think I put it right there. Okay. I can't tell. See how well that matte blends in? I can't even tell where I put the, I think I put it right here. Can't even tell where I put the gloss at. Oh my goodness, friends. Okay. I think I found it. Okay. So we have our handy dandy. Did I do it? Did I pronounce it right? Yay, if I did. Woo! Now you take your handy dandy little stick here. Oh, now you can't see my hands, so let me go back. Take your handy dandy little thingamajigger tool that comes with every transfer pack. And when you cut your transfer out, you'll see that it comes, you have your gridded, and then you have the paper behind it. Once you've taken the paper off, you've now exposed. Good job with the name. Yay, thank you. Thank you. Those can be a little tricky for me. Now you've exposed the stickiness. So be very careful once you've taken that paper off. So you decide on your egg, now that you've put the top coat down, where you want your transfer to go. And once you put it down, unless it's just lightly placed there, see mine's now stuck, because if you try to pull it back up, you're going to pull some of your transfer off. So once it's down, then just give it a good rub. Now these eggs are a little tricky. So what I did was I held it in the middle of my transfer, and I took my stick and I worked at one edge first. So I worked basically on one wing on the butterfly at a time. And I just rubbed around my thumb as my thumb is holding it in place. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. Sorry, friends. Sorry, friends. Now it is a little trickier because you are working on a round surface. But let me show you. Once you can tell when you get the transfer down, and I'll show you how. Okay, so you see how one side now is quite lighter than the other side. This side has now been transferred onto the egg. Now we need to work on this side of the egg. So I'll just kind of move my thumb around a little bit, and I will start working on this side of the egg. And you just want to rub it until it becomes kind of that cloudy look on your transfer, and it's no longer a vibrant image on your transfer sheet. When it becomes cloudy, then you know you've been transferring it on to your surface. Okay. And I have to tell you that the transfers for IAD go on so nicely, and they're not difficult to rub onto a surface. Once you have either glass or metal, they're really easy, but if you're working on a surface like wood or painted, if you have a top coat down first to seal your project, then the transfers go on very nicely and very easily. So there's not a lot of rubbing. Now, do you see how I have a little tiny piece stuck right up here? I'm not going to move that. I'm just going to put my transfer stick right over top of it. And I'm going to try and position it back where it belongs. Right there. And move my finger and then rub it on. There we go. I think that got it. Yep. Now I have another little piece right here. I'm going to rub back. So I just put the paper back down and I just rub it. Now I'm going to get this other section right here under my thumb. Okay, now I haven't rubbed the middle yet. So I'm going to kind of move my finger around, trying to hold that transfer sheet, and then rub the middle. You just want to try to minimize rubbing or moving the transfer sheet or picking it up as you're transferring it, ideally. Let's see what we got. There we go. Now we have our butterfly on our egg. Isn't that pretty? Now you don't have to do anything to it once it's down. Okay, let's do the second one here. And I'm just going to position it right about here. Again, I'm going to press it down just to kind of get it kind of get a feel for where it's going to go. And then I'm going to just start rubbing it on. Now remember, even if you don't get all of your transfer down for some reason, these are going to be in like a nest. So you're always going to be able to position it to how you want it. So if you don't want something like a little blip showing, a little piece that didn't make it on to the egg, you're going to be able to position it if you don't want to see that. So don't get too stressed or worried about that. And let me try and get that down. Oh, a good chunk over here. I'm moving that camera around. Sorry, friends. My camera is attached to my table, so if I put my arms down as I'm rubbing on the table, then it bounces the camera around. Try and get his little antennas down. There we go. I'll keep rubbing. So glad you could join me today, friends. It's always a lot more fun having friends to craft and create with. Always a lot more fun. And a lot of times I'm hoping I try things so that way I can tell you things not to do too. So you don't waste your time and your money on doing things like try to put a stick in the bottom of a plastic egg. Doesn't work very well. I don't know. I was hoping it would, but it didn't. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there, friends. Okay, now I need to move my finger so I can get the middle here. Oh. It's almost done. Look at that. It's almost all on. Okay, let me see if I can peel it back slowly. Oh, I have a little bit of his tail that came up, so let me put that back down. And yep, there we go. You just put it right back down, rub over top of it, and hopefully this all stays. Looks good. All right, look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we have those. Now let's do one decoupage. Ooh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to put this together because I think it's going to be so darn cute. Let me get a little brush. And now I always water cut my edge just to give it this nice kind of unfinished, so it kind of blends into the background. Let's see. I've already done this one. Let's do one with a little color in it. And maybe this little brown bunny. Let's cut this little brown bunny out here. And all you do, thanks Miss K, all you do is take a paintbrush with a little bit of water on it, draw around where you want to separate it. And this is rice paper, so it pulls apart nicely where that water was. See? It just, wherever you put that watermark is where that paper is going to tear. So be very careful with your water. You want to make sure you don't end up pulling some of your image off. There we go. So I'm just going to see how I need to fit my bunny on here. And okay, so let's cut a little bit more of this off. And this is where I just start doing in sections. So I make sure I don't take too much off. So now we're just going to pull some of that off. I think this is going to be so cute. I can't wait. And we're just going to take this all the way around here and take that off. So you can see it gives you that kind of unfinished edge compared to a sharp edge if you had scissors and you cut it. So let me see on my egg here. I think that'll be pretty good. Now, whenever I have a surface that's round, what I like to do is I like to put a couple of little small slits, and it helps the paper lay down easier, a little flatter. So I'll just put a little bit of water, and I'm just going to pull it apart just a little bit. So you can see there, I just pulled it apart a little bit. I'm going to put another one like right here, and I'm just going to pull it apart just a little bit. And what that does is it'll help it lay down flatter on the round edge. So we'll just put a couple of these little slits in here. There we go. Okay. So for my decoupage medium, what I'm going to use is some more of the Dixie Belle top coat. And I'm going to use the gloss because the egg is glossy. If you use flat, then it's going to have a flat look and then a shiny look with the rest of the egg. So you can certainly choose whatever type of coat you want to have a finish. So I'm just going to put a little layer down first. And then I'm going to put my rice paper on top where I want it. Now, rice paper is a little bit more forgiving than, say, a napkin or tissue paper. So that's one of the things I really like working with the rice paper for, is it's a little easier, especially on these surfaces that are curved. It's a lot more forgiving. So now all I'm doing is I'm starting from the middle and working my way out, using my top coat as my decoupage medium, and I'm just brushing. So you see right here where it's curved, now because I split that, you see how the paper is now able to, well, I don't know if you can see it very well. I can now fold this paper down a little bit, and now it'll fit nicely on top of that and curve. I don't know if that makes sense, friends. I hope so. And I don't mind if there's a little bit of wrinkles, but because it's rice paper, you can always kind of maneuver it a little bit. Not a lot, but a little to get some of those wrinkles out. So all I do is go from the middle out. Again, here is another spot where I put that little tear. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a little tear right here. And that allows me to put that paper down, and then I can kind of gently fold that other piece on top of it. So it'll lay down on that curved surface. Oh, that's a good idea. You could put that on the speckled eggs. Absolutely. That would be adorable on the speckled eggs. No, are you asking about the decoupage papers? I'm putting them on the white eggs, but you could put the transfers, you could put the decoupage papers on your eggs once you've speckled it. That would be adorable. Adorable. So let me get this done the rest of the way here. Fold that over. Yeah. I mean, there are so many things, so many options that you can do with these eggs. Yes, or the transfers, absolutely. Yeah. The other things that I thought about, you could speckle your eggs, you could put transfers, you could put the decoupage paper on. You could also you know, put some rhinestones. If you like blingy eggs, you can make blingy eggs and put some rhinestones on them. I mean, how cute would that be? So you could really, really get these really fancy or not so fancy. And that's why I say, I think you could find things even throughout the rest of the year that you could decoupage onto these for each season, right? Like you could make 4th of July eggs. Wouldn't that be cute? You can make 4th of July eggs. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And you see how the edges kind of just blend into that egg? And now you've got a nice coat of decoupage medium right on top. And so if you use Mod Podge, it's the same practice as I just did here with this top coat. You would use that Mod Podge the same way. But look how cute that little rabbit is. Isn't he adorable? Okay, so now we got our little eggs done. And that is a fantastic idea. You, Kendra, you can put them on top of here. It would be great. So many options, so many options. I'm just going to give this one a quick little dry. And then we'll start building our little nest. Thanks, Miss Melissa. You guys are so sweet. And I'm going to try and do a bling egg next week. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, where you could bling up your own eggs and you can have them all year round. Some blinged up eggs. I thought, I got to bring some sparkle in. We got to get some sparkle in this group. Okay, so now I have 2 beautiful decoupaged eggs, 3 transfers, and look at these beautiful freckled eggs. Aren't those gorgeous? So now we have kind of a little assortment of eggs. And let's build up our little nest here. Because, you know, bird's eggs, we need a little nest. Let me cut this tag off. Okay. So what I'm using for my, actually, I think I'm just going to use the green. I'm just using green moss is all I'm using. All I'm using is green moss. And I'm just going to pull out a little section. Well, look how convenient that is. In my moss bag, there is a branch. We're going to use that branch. How convenient is that? Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bunch of moss there. Now, you don't have to hot glue this down, especially if you want to reuse this. You can just pull your moss and just kind of pile it on there. Just like that. So we have a nice little nest of, let me pull this a little closer to you. So we have a nice little nest of moss. Right? And then, I don't know, I'm just going to stick this little branch in there. It looks like a little, look, it looks like a little branch in this little nesty thing. Okay. So we got that there. So now you can just start putting in your eggs wherever you want them. And I may have made too many, but I wasn't sure how many I'd need. So we can kind of just, oops, stack them around. If I can pile them in here right. Oops. Oops, my little twig fell out. Now your eggs, I think we may have to glue together to get them to stack, which is okay. So we can glue the eggs together to get them to stack. Because if you wanted to reuse it, you just pick up your stack of eggs and so let me put a little Oh, it's not heated up yet. Hang on. We'll just stack our eggs up. It's going to be so cute. Oh, my little twin. We'll put this in when we're done. I might actually have a little too much moss here. Let me pull some of this off. I got a little crazy with the moss. Okay. Hopefully my glue gun heats up soon. Okay. We're good. Okay. Let's put our little eggs on here. Oh, as I'm dripping glue. That's good. So I'm going to put glue on these eggs because that will help. That'll be what holds the other eggs on. I'm going to need more glue than that, but it needs to warm up a little bit more. So I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to kind of stack it like that. I'll show you, friends, here in just a second. So a little bit of glue. We're going to stack these eggs. Oh my goodness. There's one. This is going to be cute. Okay. And put another one right here. Come on, glue. Help me out here. And we'll put another butterfly right here. You could get a little bird's nest, some maybe from Hobby Lobby if you want a bird's nest. So there's those two. Now let me put a little glue here, a little glue on this one. Put this closer to me. Let's put our last little butterfly one on. I hope it comes out cute. It's, you know, sometimes the things in your head go, yeah, that should look cute. And then it's like, ooh, maybe that wasn't so cute. Let's add something else. Let's make it cute. So hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, friends, that this comes out like I imagined it. Okay, so I'm going to put my little bunny one over here. Kind of get them closer together here. And get the glue strings off. Oh my goodness. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, all different kinds of eggs. Isn't that the fun? So I need to kind of glue these together so they stick. And I got glue strings everywhere. But I'll clean those up. So we got to stick our eggs together. Oh, that one didn't stick over there. It's part of it. Okay. Part of why we're falling. Okay. Cross your fingers, friends, that this comes out as cute as I think it should come out. Okay. And then I'm going to figure out which way I want to be kind of the front. Oh, that didn't stick together. Hang on. Let me get this one stuck together. And you can always use, we're going to use some moss and stuff, and we'll help cover up some of this glue too. Okay. Now I have to be careful not to go too far. Can't go over that edge too much. So I got to figure out where I want my top egg to go as my front. And I think I want it right there. Just like that. So let me put some glue here, glue there, and we're going to kind of put him on top. Okay, here's what we have so far, friends. Look at our little pile of eggs. Isn't that adorable? Yes, I am going to stick some moss between the eggs and cover up some of this glue. You got it, Miss Kay. Yes, because right now it looks like a glue mess. So let me stick some of that. Let me stick some of this moss in here. Yes. I think this is working, friends. I think this is working. And we'll stick some of that in there. Oh, yeah, this is getting cuter. Okay. Stick a little bit more moss. Looks like we're keeping our eggs warm. Look at that. Thanks, Miss Kay. We'll see. And we'll see if it's cute. I hope it's going to be cute. We'll see. We'll see. Almost done. Let me add this little bit of moss here. Almost done. See, this makes it nice. So if you have a little thing on your egg you don't like, or you got some glue someplace you don't want anybody to see, just use your moss. Cover it all up. It's all good. Moss will do it. I'm going to put a little bit more moss under this egg here so they don't look like they're floating midair. They look like they're sitting on something. Oh my goodness, friends. This is coming out cute. Cute, 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 I think. Okay. Now, because I didn't glue it down to the actual bottom of the tray, we can reuse this tray each season in this little cage. So there's my little pile, and here's my little cage, and we just got to squish the eggs in there. Oh, get in there. Get in there, eggs. There we go. Oh my gosh, friends. Oh. One of my little eggs is not behaving. So let me put a little glue back on. I put a glue back in there. Get back in there, egg. Come on now. Okay. Okay. I need a little bit of moss. Stick it in there to lift that egg up. Back up. There we go. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh, it's looking good, I think. Come on, moss. Get back. See, you guys will do so much better on yours because you'll pay attention to where you're placing everything. So you make sure your cage fits back on. Okay. All right, let me get this last little piece in there. Okay. And then I'll just brush off this extra moss around the edge. Look at our little, isn't that adorable? Our little eggs in the cage. You're so patient. You're so sweet, Miss Linda. You're so sweet. Okay, so there we go. We got our little eggs. Now, I don't know. I was thinking I wanted a bow. A big bow on top, but I don't think I want a big bow. So let me make a little bow because I don't want to detract away from our eggs. And so I just chose some different, let me move this out of the way. I just took strips of fabric, ripped them apart, made these little strips. And so I'm just going to lay out a few strips and we'll make a short little bow to put on there. And so I'm just laying them out and we'll make a regular like shoelace bow out of it. So all different colors. This is our shabby bow. It's our shabby chic bow. There we go. So I've just got a bunch of different fabrics all layered together. Pull it up. And I'm just going to make 2 loops. 1 loop on this side. 1 loop on this side. So basically this is what it looks like. So just hold your fabric like this. Whoops. Like this. Put your fingers right here. You're going to make 2 loops. So now you've got 2 loops. And we're just going to give it a tie. 1 loop inside the other. Pull it tight. And now we just have a regular shoelace bow. Nothing fancy. Just looks like that. And we can kind of turn our fabrics, straighten our fabrics, whatever we want to do. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's see what this looks like on top of our bird cage. Oh. A little bit smaller. There's giggling going on over here. What's up with that? What's the giggling? My assistant is giggling at me. Okay. All right. There we go. perfect. Let me cut these off. All right. What do you guys think? Let me put this down. Do you like the bow on it or no bow? Bow or no bow? I know it's kind of hard to see from that angle. Oops. Bow or no bow? You like the bow? Okay. Well, then I'm just going to glue this bow right on top. I'm going to turn this cage. Okay, it's not going to turn well. All right. Let me just put some glue on this, and I'm going to glue it right here on the very top of that little handle thing. And now we have a bow on top of our little bird cage. A little shabby chic bow. Nothing fancy. All right. You could stick a little flower in there. You could do all sorts of things with this. I mean, it's endless. Let me pull you back up. Can my assistant come help me? You like the bow too, Miss Melissa? Well, let me show you. I'll hold it up and you guys can see it. And then you can kind of straighten your bow however you want it. You know, all the good stuff. Assistant. Husband. He ran off, friends. He ran off. I need you to put the arm up so I can. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now I can see you again, friends. What do you guys think? Do you love it?
And a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I did make a bit of a mess. He's making fun of me for the mess I made. I said it was going to be a little messy project. What do you guys think?
I said it was going to be mossy.
Oh, mossy. Do you guys like it? I think it came out pretty darn cute. And look, you got, and the camera's slowly going down. You love it, Miss Kay? You love it too, Miss Melissa? Isn't that cute? Look at, so you can see your little decoupage bunny up there. Our transferred, our speckled egg bunny, or speckled eggs. All the little transfers. And yes, the moss did make a huge difference in between the eggs. Look at that. So cute. There we go. All right, my friends. Look. And so you could easily take this out, change your bow out, and use it for a different season. So I think these little $5 cages at Target's little dollar spot are definitely worth the money. So if you get a chance to get one, I'd say get one. They're pretty good. All right, my friends. Remember, I will see you next Saturday at 4 o'clock. I hope you all join me. Share the video out. Let's get others to join us as well. Crafting with friends is always more fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I hope this is inspiring to you so you can go create your own Easter eggs or eggs to bling out as well. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I hope you take care, my friends. Stay warm. And we'll see you all next Saturday. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You guys take care. Thanks for joining. Bye, friends.